Hi, I'm Bruce Naylor, your FrugalTech, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how to work with your spouse. My wife and I have worked together for 16 years and a couple successful businesses that we sold together. We now run Frugal Brothers Software Inc. together, inevitably when we're out having dinner with friends or acquaintances, the subject always comes up. How can you work with your spouse all this time? How can you work with your wife or husband and not kill one another? And interesting question. I thought I'd address that because there's a lot of small businesses where both the husband and wife and family are working together in the small business, and so I just thought we'd take a few minutes and talk about that today. It's a great way for a husband and wife to work towards sharing a common goal and fulfilling that goal. There's just not a better way, in my opinion, of doing it. It's true you do have to have a good relationship, because if you don't have the communication skills and you don't have the relationship, working together is just going to make something bad even worse. But there's some real benefits to working together because you do work towards a common goal. You can spend some really quality time together. You can bounce ideas off of one another. You can build your life together at the business. You can share responsibilities. You have a confidant, somebody you can work with every day, and you know is going to give you honest, accurate advice and their opinion, because they're also sharing the same goal, the same responsibilities that you have. And that's just a wonderful thing, I think, to have. There are some cons, and I thought I would address those. How do you deal with, for example, bringing arguments home from work? It's one of those things, I've heard this many times, that men have the ability to compartmentalize work, home, these things. So we can just leave work at home and we forget about it, and now we're in family mode or whatever. Where women tend to work as part of their life. It's part of their daily experience. So it's really easy to just take those annoyances from work and bring them right home for them, because that's part of their day. So there has to be a lot of compromise on compartmentalizing and leaving work at home and having family time. And you do, for your sanity, you do have to have that life balance there. When disagreements do carry over more, a lot of couples just really don't know how to fight. And I'm not trying to give marriage advice or whatever, but you do need to stay on the subject. Don't bring other old fights into it. Resolve the problem, even if you got to stay up all night to work it out. But learning how to balance home, work, family, and other responsibilities is mission critical if you're going to work together as a successful, happy couple. As I said, if you have a bad relationship, working together is just going to make it worse. It's not going to help the business. In fact, it could probably put you out of business. So make sure you have that foundation of honest, open communication, problem-solving skills, all that worked out before you open a business together. And also, remember that when you do work with your spouse, you have the company, the business has to provide a salary and benefits for the spouse just like any other employee. They have that right. They need to be able to make sure that they qualify for things like Social Security, and they have a retirement plan, health insurance, just like anybody else that would work at your business. So make sure that the business end of the relationship is squared away up front before you go into business together. Have it worked out who's going to be responsible for what, and really work that plan. There's nothing better in my mind being able to work with my wife on a daily basis. Sure, we have our squabbles and spats. All couples do. But I've never had anyone more dedicated in helping me accomplish the goals of our business than my wife. And I never will. You just can't buy that. All the money in the world can't buy the most dedicated employee as your spouse. It's a wonderful way to be able to spend the day together. We know what's going on with each other. We know what's happening, because if you're gone away for work, and your wife may not realize what your day's like, what's really going on with the business. what the heck you even really do. And when you work together, it's a wonderful thing. I highly recommend it for most couples. It's not for everybody, but it can be a wonderful experience to build your business together, grow it together, reap the benefits of your business together. I'm Bruce Naylor, your FrugalTech. And remember, if it's not in your shop, if it's in your shop, it's not saving you money or making you money, it shouldn't be there. And remember, catch us on the Frugal Technology Show every Tuesday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Have a good one, guys.